Hi everybody, I'm Mahin and this is your Saturday stretch for the daily belly dance quickies. Today we're going to be doing a really deep glute stretch, and for the glutes and for the hip joint itself, going to mobilize it. So what we're going to start out with is we're going to get into tabletop position, and from here what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cross one knee over the other. So I'm going to take my left over my right, and kind of try and put my knees as much one in front of the other as I can. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to sit down on the floor. Now this is a really tough one. This is if you're tight in the hips, and one side usually is more so than the other. My knee does not go all the way down here, but you want to go ahead and try and get both of your butt cheeks down on the floor here. And you want to try and get your shins out this way. And from here, this is the hard part, because now you just sit still. And try and relax, try and open up those hips. And just breathe into that, and try and bring this side down, because the top side, this one is the one that's going to be trying to lift up. So you want to bring that hip down, and if you're having any tension in your knees, you can adjust the angle of your shins here to make yourself more comfortable. If there isn't a way that's comfortable for you, then perhaps this isn't a stretch for you. Now, like I said, this is a deep stretch, so this is something you're going to want to do after you're done dancing or other exercising, whatever it is, and not beforehand. This is not for warming up. I just got done with class. I was teaching for an hour and a half, so I'm pretty good and warmed up, so it's okay for me to sit here and do this. It's still not easy though. So when you're going to come out of this, you can come out of this in a tabletop position, but I find that really awkward personally. So the way I like to come out of this is to kind of just draw my feet in like this and then uncross them. I find that a much more comfortable way to get out of this. So we have to, of course, do the other side. And one side's going to be easier than the other, depending. So last time I put my left leg crossed. So this time I'm going to take my right leg and cross that in front. Try and get my knees as much one in front of the other as possible. I'm going to kind of walk myself back here and sit my butt down between my feet. And this one's way tighter on me. I'm going to try and get this leg out here. And I also find that I have kind of bony ankles, so if I had a mat or a towel underneath, then I'd probably be a little more comfortable in this position. And you can see this hip is a lot tighter on me. This one's coming way up, but this is a good stretch for me. I'm going to try and relax and try and get this hip down on the floor. Just go ahead and just give myself some support with my hands here. And try and relax into that stretch. So while I'm sitting here, and you're sitting here, trying to get your hip down on the floor, I'll tell you that the road trip is coming up, and I hope that I'm going to see a lot of you out there. I'm going to be going through Flagstaff and Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and then from there up through Pueblo, and then over to Denver, and nearby to Colorado Springs and Boulder, and then over to Durango, and down through Farmington, New Mexico, and back down through Winslow, and back down to Phoenix. I'm really looking forward to get out of the heat. So going down there and trying to keep your mind off of it. Trying to keep my mind off of it too. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out of those 108-degree temperatures that we've been having, and getting out there to meet a lot of our subscribers out there. So once you've sat in this position for long enough and you feel like you've breathed into it and given it some time to stretch out, remember we're going to come out of it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of just close my knees in like that and come out of it like that. So there you go. So if you have any pain in this stretch, if you're having remember there's a difference between really feeling a deep stretch and feeling pain. So if you're feeling pain, something that's sharp or stinging or hurting, then perhaps this isn't the stretch for you, or maybe you need to adjust your position a little bit, and if adjusting is not helping, then there's other ways to stretch that are probably more suitable for your body. And also remember, it's a deep stretch, so please make sure that you're doing a stretch like this after you are very, very warmed up, and after your exercise rather than at the beginning. This isn't one to do as you're getting into your activity. It's one for afterwards. So that's all I have for you. I already gave you my news while we were stretching. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll be having some DBQs coming from different places because I'm going on vacation next week, so I'll be up in the mountains and hopefully taping some things outside for you guys. Okay, so see you later. Bye.